For cheap D2R items, visit aoeah.com. You get 3% off with the code ARIAD. Check the link in the description. Hello and welcome everybody. For all of you who will test the Diablo 4 beta next weekend, I already have the first character guide, the Whirlwind Barb. He's really fun to play and kills large masses of monsters very quickly. Since there are no stat points, we directly have a look at the skills. The basic attacks will charge up our fury. Here I use two different skills. I like Frenzy because of the attack speed, as usually you have to use two weapons here. In addition, the lunging strike is very useful because you can use it to dash to enemies. The attacks are a bit slower, but they give more fury. After 2 points, we already have access to the core skills. These are our main attacks for combat. They will consume fury. Here we unlock Whirlwind and also the enhancement, which causes some slight fury recovery by hits. In large group of opponents, you can get enough fury to whirl over a longer time. Then it's also useful to unlock the violent Whirlwind, so the damage increases after the first 2 seconds by 30%. In any case, it's very nice that you get your main attack so early. The Whirlwind itself will be increased too, of course. Meanwhile, you have unlocked the next node, the defensive skills. Here, 3 strands are interesting. First, you can use the passive skill for more maximum life. I have put 3 points here. The enhancement will give you more protection against bosses. You can use that too. Rallying Cry is a war cry, but the cries here don't last as long as in Diablo 2. They are short time buffs. This one increases movement speed and regeneration. It's good if you get the shouts by items, so you don't have to waste points here. Challenging Shout is a defensive buff and especially useful in boss fights, so you can always protect yourself for the moment the boss attacks you. The enhancement also increases the maximum life. Then we have the brawling skills. Some are nice to have. Also here, it is comfortable if you get them by items. Warcry is a damage buff that you can use to boost yourself in between for a short time. Charge is useful to push monsters together. And Leap also is an option for the same reason as the lunging strike. You could also unlock the passive skill for movement speed and the extension for the reduction of CC effects. But instead, I have upgraded my basic attack Frenzy to unlock the next node. If you prefer to use lunging strike, you could also upgrade it instead. Once you reach the weapon mastery skills, you can unlock Death Blow, a powerful strike with cooldown. With enhancement, you can also get 100% more damage to bosses and charge up some fury. I have invested a few points here, but they are optional. You could also skill or expand the previously mentioned options instead. Finally, you also get an ultimate to choose. I definitely recommend Call of the Ancients. When Korlik, Tarlik and Madav storms the battleground, Fecal Matter will hit the rotary impeller. A short view on the skill assignment. For some attacks, you can also set which weapon should be used by clicking the middle mouse button. Since there are only 4 skill keys available, you have to switch between them if you want to use more. An unnecessary circumstance. Basically, you are a great fighter with that skill tree. You have several attacks that also contain movement, and large masses of monsters are very welcome. But for boss events, it can sometimes be advantageous to choose a more defensive skill set. So if you notice that you can't get through the boss fight because you don't have enough potions, I recommend the following skill set. You just leave out the Death Blow and instead you definitely skill the Challenging Shout with the first expansion. and in addition also Iron Skin with expansion and the extension Tactical Iron Skin, so you can protect and refresh your life points every 15 seconds. Now I show you the equipment I have so far. For this build, items that upgrade Whirlwind are sweet of course, like this weapon which adds some dust devils. Also very nice, my helmet causes me to pull near monsters to me while whirling. Further resistances and life, extra damage and skill levels are also useful of course, and also some cooldown reduction. We have 4 slots for the different weapon types. Just as mentioned, some attacks are bound to certain types, and for others you can choose. We can put skulls into socketed weapons. They can also be removed by the jeweler without loss. The skulls add some life by kill, so it's a bit like Life Leech. Now the gameplay. The Barbarian is an excellent fighter. As soon as you have charged up Fury by a few basic attacks, you can start whirling. This is especially fun when the screen is full of monsters. You can idly just keep the whirlwind pressed until everything is dead. During the whirling, you can even drink potions. For fighting stronger opponents, you can call the ancients for support as soon as they are available of course. And they are always a good help in boss fights too. In addition, I also make use of the other skills, just like I explained in the beginning. Last but not least, I have a little farm trick for you. You have to go to the left side of the map, just to the red square. At this spot, a level 35 monster spawns, which also drops loot from this level. With a simple trick, you can already use the items. You simply have to let Damien add an aspect to that item. Then the level requirement decreases, but the qualities of the items remain. And of course, the aspect is added. This monster spawns again and again after some time, mostly it drops weapons. That leads us to the end of this video. I say goodbye, take care and may the loot be with you.
Follow me.